Mr. X-Men, welcome. Say, I'm going to be interviewing you now. I've got a few questions for you. So please
Hope
tell
it's
me.
not that serious.
No, it's not that serious, but we don't really like tackle anything that's not serious here. We're serious people, right? So, X-Men, I want to talk about development with you, right?
Yeah.
So where would you say you're mostly developed in? Is it in your personal life or is it your professional life where there's like a lot of development?
I think in my personal life. I think in my personal life, currently I'm developing myself spiritually.
Yeah.
Getting closer to God, and also not only that, but obviously tackling other journeys, going through other spiritual journeys as well. So that's what I'm basically concentrating on. Or if I wouldn't say concentrating, I'm open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, how do you measure success in your life, in your personal life?
My personal life, how I measure success is the way I measure it is just like that I'm alive. That's personal success to me, and trying to better myself, the way I think, the way I do things, trying to evolve in doing things differently.
So
Let me say, reflecting back on my life, and then seeing where I can improve. Yeah.
So I think the world is pushing us to basically measure ourselves more externally rather than inward, right? And you find that most of the time when we basically like lament or actually speak on our successes, most of the time we base it off what we've done outside of ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And so the significance of this question is because for me, I believe that the only measuring or the yardstick to measure your success has to be inward, right?
Yes.
Where are you mentally? Where are you spiritually? Right? Where are you with your physical as well, your
True.
physique or your physical appearance as well? Like, are you taking care of your body?
Yeah.
Are you feeding your body the right consumption? Be it that it's the content that you consume, or it's the food that you consume as well, and so on and so forth. So that was basically the significance of my question. And the how do you deal with work pressure or professional pressure, be it that it's your podcast or it's your primary source of income, which is your profession.
Look, I like to balance things out, right? And if you look at COVID, like a lot of people were under stress, and a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people lost their lives, and because we were on lockdown, people were depressed, you know, because of different things. They didn't, you know, they 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 were facing the unknown,
Yeah.
if I can say. So
Fear.
I've learned from that as well, and I'm trying to balance my life when it comes to work, to social and spiritual.
Yeah.
So that's more important, and more importantly is myself. Work and everything else would come last. I matter.
Yes.
My well-being matters, and I think like you learn that you see it from other people as well, because we engage with different people, and
Yeah.
you'll hear what people say, what they're going through, and from there you can take it like to say, like, work, you can't put in 100% at work and your family is suffering at home.
Yes.
Or your health is suffering.
Or your health is suffering, 100%.
You can't do that.
Okay, so that's a very interesting phenomenon. I've got a very interesting take and an interesting question to basically follow up with. So obviously, like, we're hearing a lot of contrasting views, opinions from, be it that it's expert advice. Some are telling us save your money, some are telling us spend your money, right? And some are telling us if you want to be successful in life, you have to give more than 100%, meaning that you have to make sacrifices. You have to be away from your family. Otherwise, you're not going to be successful. And some are telling us that the most important thing is your family. Don't sacrifice yourself. Don't sacrifice your own health for success, right? So, how do you maneuver in a world where there's so many paradoxes and it's so difficult because everybody else is basically pushing a certain narrative, and there's a notion that if you want to be this, you need to be this, if you want to be this, all of which are very confusing.
I heard someone said one day, not one day, but I just heard someone say, don't go with the flow, be
Yeah.
the flow. Right? So go with your own flow, go with your own pace, and stay true to yourself. Because once you go with the crowd, or you might get lost in the crowd. You might lose yourself.
100%.
So rather stay true to yourself and what you're capable of doing. This is your journey, no one else's journey.
So you define your destiny basically,
Yeah.
and you make it
And
what you want it to be.
You define your destiny by the steps that you take.
Yeah.
Calculated steps. And we've seen that if you don't take calculated steps and you go with the crowd, you might end up somewhere else, losing yourself. But if you walk in your own shoes, or if you walk this journey of your own journey, because it's special to you, it's your journey. No one else can walk your journey.
So based on that answer, would you basically say you're more of an intuitive person? You lean more towards yourself and listening more to yourself rather than to basically allow outside influences.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's a very interesting outlook to life. I've got another question for you, right? So how do you basically distill real from fake?
It depends in which context are you.
I can basically give you an example. For instance, we have now a lot of celebrities endorsing things, right?
Yeah.
So like the average mind sees anything and everything that's done by a celebrity as a safe thing or something to follow, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm promoting my product and I'm saying that this is the best product, and I say to you, can you endorse this? I see you've got the BMX show here, and your platform is growing. Can you please endorse this product for us? And basically, we're gonna give you a lot of money for this product. And unbeknownst to you, this product basically carries dire consequences, ripple effects. So there's a lot of things that could basically go wrong, and this could either make or tarnish your brand. So how do you basically distill real from fake?
Well, basically, what you do is you'd obviously have to do a deep dive in terms of the product that we're selling,
Yeah.
right? And the person who's attached to that product, right? Or whatever it is. And you take it from there. And if it is like something that tarnishes the brand, or let's say society or whatever it is, I wouldn't go for it, right? Because I wouldn't want to be part of that. It's like selling alcohol. I don't drink, so why would I sell alcohol? To
So you
get rich.
you'd not endorse an alcohol brand if an alcohol brand came to you and they said, okay, the BMXers, here's an alcohol brand. Here's 25 million
So
for
basically,
5 years. So would you be able to decline that, or would you think about it?
it wouldn't be my decision only, right? And it wouldn't be my decision. And again, as I said, we need to do a deep dive study into that. And then from there, as my partners, we would decide if we're going for it or if we're not going to go for it. But as from now, what I stand for, alcohol, no.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting from you is you're very well principled, right? So there's a bit of a moral compass here. So you're not willing to bend your principles, even for the biggest bag. Is that what I'm hearing here?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. But as I said, it's up for discussion. Again, I don't want to sound like wishy-washy,
Yeah.
but I want it to be known like it's up for discussion.
They will
with
clip
the
it.
partners.
They will clip it one day when when you're holding that. They will clip you on because this thing lives on the internet. So careful what you say, because now we live in a world where everything
It's monetary.
is out there and everyone can just pull it up and say, hey, I have
Yeah.
this on my archive, right?
Yeah.
The other day also, like I spoke to you about, on the contrary now, I spoke to you about the dangers of pornography, right?
Yeah.
And we're seeing people now making money through that industry, right? Be it that it's not the traditional pornography that we used to or that we all know. It's OnlyFans, and basically now like people are making money through that. What would you basically like? What would you advise the youth that's basically seeing this as an easy way to basically make a lot of money and live the best life they can possibly live?
Yo, it's tough. Like, it is tough because it's everywhere. Like, and pornography and everything is covered. Wherever you look, it's pornography. I would just encourage the youth to limit themselves in, when it comes to social media, and try to come up with something else that's more, that you can invent, like for you to be a thinker rather than use your body,
100%.
and yeah, develop things or whatever it is, just develop things. It could be a clothing brand, it could be a car, a computer,
Something of
or
extreme
whatever.
value,
Yeah.
something that can uplift the community, uplift
Yes.
humanity, make the world a better place.
Correct. You
Okay.
said it. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. X-Men, thank you for now. I think we can leave it at that.